Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Talk with Evelyn and Michael. We are so happy to have you here with us today.
Hi guys, it is really great to be back. I am Michael and I am ready to learn something new today.
I am Evelyn, and today we have a very special topic. It is something we use every single day, but it can be hard to describe perfectly in a second language.
Oh, that sounds interesting. What are we talking about today, Evelyn?
Today, we are talking about how to describe emotions. We are going to go beyond just saying happy or sad.
That is so important because humans are complex. We feel so many different things, and sometimes simply saying, I am happy or I am sad just is not enough.
Exactly, Michael. Deeply understanding emotion words helps you connect with people. It helps you share your real story. So let's start with the good feelings first.
I like that idea. Let's start positive. So, usually people say, I am happy. But what if you're extremely happy?
Great question. If you're extremely happy, you might say you are thrilled. Can you say that, Michael?
Thrilled. Thrilled. Thrilled.
Perfect. Thrilled means very excited and happy. For example, I was thrilled when I got the job offer.
I see. So it's stronger than happy. What about when you're just feeling really good about life, calm and happy?
That is a great feeling. For that, we often use the word content. Be careful with the pronunciation here. It's content, not content, like video content.
Content. So I could say, I am sitting in the park with a coffee and I feel
That is a
perfectly
perfect
content.
example. Content means peaceful happiness. You are not jumping up and down, but you are satisfied.
What if something amazing happens, like you win the lottery or you get married?
Oh, for that, you need a big word. You could say ecstatic. Ecstatic means overwhelming happiness.
Ecstatic. That sounds intense. I was ecstatic when my team won the championship game.
I remember that. You were definitely ecstatic. You were shouting at the TV. Another good one for very happy is over the moon.
Over the moon. I love that idiom. It paints a funny picture. I am over the moon about my new apartment.
Exactly. It just means you are very pleased. Now, Michael, what about the opposite? Let's talk about sadness, but let's make it more specific.
Right. Nobody likes being sad, but we all feel it. If I'm just a little bit sad, maybe not crying, but just low energy, what do I say?
You could say you are feeling down. Just simply, I'm feeling a bit down today.
Feeling down. That is very common. Or maybe feeling blue?
Yes, feeling blue is a classic idiom for being sad. I've been feeling blue since my friend moved away.
What if something really terrible happens, like a tragedy? Sad isn't strong enough.
No, it isn't. If you are extremely sad, deeply sad, you might use the word devastated. This is a heavy word.
Devastated. That sounds like something is
It is.
broken.
If
It is
you lose a
very
job you
strong.
loved or someone passes away, you would say, I am devastated. It means you are shocked and full of grief.
Okay, let's shake off the sadness. What about when things don't go your way and you feel hot? You know, anger?
Ah, yes, anger. We all get angry, but there are levels. If you are just a little bit angry, usually because something is inconvenient, we say annoyed.
Oh, I get annoyed a lot. Like when there's a lot of traffic, I feel annoyed.
Yes, or when someone is chewing their food too loudly, that makes me annoyed.
That is a very specific example, Evelyn. What if it is more than annoyed? What if you are really mad?
Then you might be frustrated. Frustrated is interesting because it means you want to do something, but you can't.
That is a good distinction. So if I'm trying to fix my computer and it keeps crashing, I am frustrated.
Exactly. You are trying to succeed, but something is blocking you, so you feel frustration. Now, what if you are incredibly angry, like boiling hot anger?
Furious?
Yes, furious. It sounds like fire. Furious. I was furious when I found out they lied to me.
Or you could say, I was livid. Livid. Livid.
Impressed, Michael. Livid means extremely angry, almost shaking with anger. My mom was livid when I broke her favorite vase.
I bet she was. I would run away if someone was livid with me. Speaking of running away, let's talk about fear.
Fear. It is a powerful emotion. The basic word is scared or afraid, but let's upgrade our vocabulary. What if you are just a little worried about something coming up?
Like before a test or a job interview, I would say, I am nervous.
Nervous is perfect. It means you are unsettled. You might have shaky hands. Another good word is anxious.
Anxious.
It is
Is that
very
the same as
similar,
nervous?
but anxious usually lasts longer. You might feel anxious about the future in general, whereas you feel nervous about a specific event at 2 p.m.
I see. So, I am nervous about the speech I have to give, but I am anxious about my career path.
That is a great way to use them. Now, complete terror. What is the word for really, really scared?
Terrified. I am terrified of spiders.
Many people are. Terrified means you are filled with terror. You cannot move, you are frozen.
Another one is petrified. That literally means turned to stone because you were so scared.
Yes, I was petrified when I heard a noise in the basement at night.
Ooh, let's not talk about basements. Let's talk about surprises. When something happens that you did not expect.
Okay, surprise. If it is a good surprise, you might be amazed.
Amazed. Like, I was amazed by the view from the mountaintop.
Yes, it means filled with wonder. But what if the surprise is confusing, like you don't understand what happened?
Confused?
Confused works, but a better advanced word is baffled. B-A-F-F-L-E-D.
Baffled. I like that word. It sounds like what it means. I was baffled by the instructions for this furniture.
Yes, furniture instructions often leave me baffled too. It means you are completely confused and cannot figure it out.
What about when you are surprised, but in a bad way? Like you cannot believe someone said something so rude.
You could say you are shocked or stunned. For example, I was stunned by his rude comment.
Stunned. Like you were hit and you couldn't speak.
Exactly. It stops you in your tracks. Now, Michael, let's talk about some complex emotions. These are mixtures of feelings.
Oh, I love these. Like when you are happy and sad at the same time?
Yes, that is a beautiful emotion. We often call that bittersweet. Can you say that?
Bittersweet. Like bitter chocolate and sweet sugar mixed?
That is the metaphor, yes. For example, watching your child graduate from university is bittersweet. You are happy they are growing up, but sad that they are leaving.
That is a really good example. Moving to a new country can be bittersweet too. Excited for the new, but missing the old.
Absolutely. Another complex one is overwhelmed. This is very common in modern life.
Oh, I feel overwhelmed when I have too much work to do and not enough time.
Yes, overwhelmed means the emotion or the situation is too big for you to handle. You can be overwhelmed with stress, but you can also be overwhelmed with joy.
Really? Overwhelmed with joy?
Yes, if everyone throws you a surprise party and you feel so much love that you want to cry, you are overwhelmed by the love.
That is a nice kind of overwhelmed. I want to be overwhelmed with pizza right now.
Me too, Michael, me too. Now, let's practice putting these into some short situations. This will help our listeners hear the tone.
Okay, I am ready. You give me a situation and I will tell you how I feel using a strong
Situation
vocabulary
1.
word.
You studied for weeks for an exam and you got the highest grade in the class. How do you feel?
I feel ecstatic, or maybe I am on cloud 9.
Excellent! On cloud 9 is another great idiom for very happy. Okay, situation 2. You promised to meet your friend for lunch, but you completely forgot and missed it.
Oh no, I would feel terrible. I would feel guilty and probably mortified.
Mortified. That is a strong word. Tell us what that means.
Mortified means extremely embarrassed, like you want to disappear because you made such a big mistake.
Yes, if I tripped and fell in front of a big crowd, I would be mortified. Okay, situation 3.
I'm listening.
You have been working for 10 hours straight without a break. Your eyes hurt and you are tired. How do you feel?
I feel exhausted or drained.
Drained is a very useful word. It means all your energy has flowed out of you like water. You are empty.
Can I say burned out?
Definitely. Burned out is very common when talking about work stress. It means you have worked too hard for too long and you have no motivation left.
These are such useful words. Evelyn, do you think body language is important when describing emotions?
Oh, absolutely. If you say, "I'm furious," but you are smiling and relaxing, nobody will believe you.
That would be creepy. I'm furious. Yeah, that doesn't work.
When you use these strong words, your voice needs to match the meaning. That is why we are practicing the tone today.
Curious. What about slang? Are there any slang words for emotions that are popular right now?
Well, there are always new ones, but a classic slang term is salty.
Salty. Like a potato chip?
No, well, yes, but for emotions, salty means you are bitter or upset about something minor, usually because you lost or didn't get what you wanted.
Ah, so if we play a video game and I beat you and you complain, you're being salty.
Exactly. I'm acting salty because I lost. Another one is shook.
Shook? Like shaked?
It comes from shaken. If you say, "I'm shook," it means you are really surprised or shocked by something incredible.
So I saw the new movie ending and I was shook.
Perfect usage. It's very informal though, so don't use it with your boss. With your boss, use surprised or impressed.
Good tip. Keep the slang for your friends. So, Evelyn, why do you think it is hard for English learners to talk about feelings?
I think it is because feelings are vulnerable. When you speak a new language, you already feel a bit unsafe. Deeply expressing your heart is scary.
That is true. It's easier to talk about the weather or food because it's not personal.
Right, but talking about feelings is how you make real friends. If you can tell someone, "Hey, I'm feeling a bit lonely today," that opens a door for connection.
I agree completely.
Let's talk
It's
about
brave to use
relief.
these words.
We haven't mentioned relief yet.
Ah, relief. That is one of the best feelings. It is when you were worried, but then the bad thing didn't happen.
Yes, like when you think you lost your wallet, but then you find it in your other pocket. You feel relieved.
That is a huge wave of relief. I feel relieved when the airplane finally lands safely.
What is the opposite of relief? Maybe dread?
Dread. That is a scary word. Dread is when you know something bad is going to happen and you are waiting for it.
Yes, it's a heavy feeling in your stomach. I dread going to the dentist.
Sorry, dentists. But yeah, dread is a strong anticipation of something unpleasant.
Notice the grammar there. You dread something, or you dread doing something. I dread the meeting, or I dread going to the meeting.
That is a good grammar note. What about jealousy and envy? Are they the same?
That is a tricky one. Even native speakers mix them up. Envy is when you want what someone else has. You are envious of their car.
And jealousy?
Jealousy is usually when you are afraid of losing something you have, specifically to someone else. Like a boyfriend gets jealous if his girlfriend talks to another guy.
So, envy is I want your phone. Jealousy is don't take my phone.
In a simplified way, yes, but in daily conversation, people use jealous for both. If you say, I'm so jealous of your vacation, everyone understands you mean envious.
That is good to know. We don't have to be perfect with the definitions as long as the feeling comes across.
Let's do a quick recap of the strongest words we learned today, because repetition is key.
Okay, for happy, we had thrilled, ecstatic, and over the moon.
For sad, we had devastated, feeling blue, and down.
Continuing, for angry, we learned livid, furious, and frustrated.
More for scared, we have terrified, petrified, and anxious.
And for surprised, we have baffled, stunned, and shook.
Wow, that is a lot of vocabulary in one session. If you use just one or two of these this week, your English will sound much more natural.
Evelyn, what is the emotion called when you just don't care at all?
When you have no feeling, we call that indifferent or apathetic.
Apathetic. That is a hard one.
Apathetic. It means you have zero interest or emotion about the topic.
So if you ask me, do you want blue or red curtains, and I don't care,
Indifferent
I
is
am
polite.
indifferent.
It just means no preference. Apathetic is a bit more negative, like you are lazy about caring.
Sometimes I feel apathetic about doing the dishes.
I think we all do, Michael. I wanted to ask you, how do you describe the feeling of missing home?
Oh, homesick. That is a very specific feeling.
Yes, homesick. It is a mix of sadness and loneliness, specifically because you are away from your family or your house.
International students feel homesick a lot. It is a very normal emotion.
If you feel homesick, call your mom or eat some food from your culture. It helps.
What about positive feelings about other people? Like when someone does something nice for you?
You feel grateful or thankful, but if you want a stronger word, you can say appreciative.
I am very appreciative of your help. That sounds professional too.
It does. Or simply touched. I was touched by your gift.
Touched implies it hit your heart. It was emotional. That is sweet.
We have covered so much ground today. I hope our listeners aren't feeling overwhelmed.
See what you did there? You used the word from earlier.
I did. Context is everything. Remember, everyone, describing emotions is a skill. It takes practice.
A good way to practice is to keep a journal. Every night, write down 3 sentences about how you felt that day, but try not to use happy or sad.
That is a fantastic idea, Michael. Force yourself to use exhausted, or content, or annoyed.
Your brain needs to build the connection between the feeling and the English word.
And don't be afraid to tell people how you feel. People appreciate honesty. If you tell a friend, "I'm feeling a bit anxious about this party," they will usually try to help you.
Exactly. English is for connection, not just for ordering coffee.
Well said, Michael. Well said. I think that is a perfect place to wrap up today's episode.
I agree. This was a really fun discussion. I am feeling satisfied with our work today.
I am feeling delighted. Thank you so much for listening to Talk with Evelyn and Michael.
Don't forget to practice those emotion words. We'll see you in the next video.
Take care of your feelings, everyone. Bye for now.
Goodbye, guys.